Confusing sex with love, and 4 ways to know the difference. My story, short version. When I was younger, I thought, or should I say I assumed, that if I slept with someone, that person loved me, and we were in a relationship. I had to learn the hard way what making love was, and what was having sex. Ladies, save yourself the heartache, and think before you choose to lie down with a man. But before we start the video, let's take a moment to reflect on how wonderful and brave you are with a short affirmation. I want you to clear your mind and take a deep breath, then release it. Now with feeling, tell yourself, I am learning how to love myself. I am strong, resilient, and confident. I am a priceless gem. I am doing my best, and that is enough. Now, give yourself a big hug and say to yourself, I love you. Let's begin your journey to positive habits. It all starts with you. Enjoy the video. Just because someone sleeps with you, it does not mean they are in love with you or want to be in a relationship with you. Sex and love are often intertwined in our culture, with movies, music, and social media promoting the idea that sex is the ultimate expression of love and intimacy. But the truth is, confusing sex with love can be a dangerous and damaging mistake. This can happen to individuals of any age or gender and have negative implications for their romantic relationships, mental and emotional health, self-worth, and personal growth. So, if you've ever struggled with confusing sex with love, or if you're looking to deepen your understanding of what true intimacy is, stay tuned. The full understanding of the difference between the two begins with getting a foundational grasp of both. Sex refers to physical intimacy or sexual activity that involves 2 or more consenting adults. The emphasis is on physical intimacy, while love is an emotional connection between 2 people that goes beyond physical attraction. It involves feelings of intimacy, respect, and commitment towards one another. Love is a complex emotional state that requires time, effort, and mutual understanding to develop and maintain. This goes to show that sex is a physical activity that may or may not involve emotional connection or attachment. Now that we understand that, let's examine some differences between sex and love. While sex and love are often linked, they are distinct experiences that can vary in their characteristics and qualities. The first difference. One of the main differences between sex and love is the emotional connection involved. Love involves a deep emotional bond between 2 people, while sex can be a purely physical act without any emotional attachment. In a loving relationship, individuals may feel a deep sense of affection, care, and respect for their partner, while in a sexual encounter, the focus may be more on physical pleasure or exploration. Although physical intimacy can be enjoyable and pleasurable, it is important to prioritize emotional intimacy over physical intimacy in relationships. Emotional intimacy allows individuals to form a deep and meaningful connection with their partner, which can lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling relationship. Prioritizing emotional connections can also help to build a strong foundation of trust and respect, which is crucial for a healthy and long-lasting relationship. The second difference between sex and love is the amount of time and commitment involved. Love is an emotion that often takes time to develop and grow. It requires building a deep connection with someone, getting to know them on a personal level, and investing in a long-term relationship. It takes time and patience to build a meaningful and lasting connection with another person, and it requires ongoing effort to maintain and nurture that connection over time. On the other hand, sex can happen quickly or be a one-time experience. It is a physical act that can occur at a moment's notice without any significant preparation or planning. Unlike love, which takes time to develop, sex can be spontaneous and exciting, but it doesn't necessarily require any emotional investment or commitment. Love often involves a commitment to one another, such as a monogamous relationship or marriage. In a committed relationship, both partners are invested in building a life together and creating a deep emotional connection. In contrast, sex may not require any commitment at all. The third difference is intimacy, which is a key difference between sex and love. Love involves a deep sense of intimacy between 2 people, such as emotional closeness and vulnerability, while sex may or may not involve intimacy. In a loving relationship, individuals may feel a deep connection and trust with their partner, while in a sexual encounter, the focus may be more on physical pleasure than emotional intimacy. The fourth difference is the motivation behind sex and love, which can differ. Love is often motivated by a desire for emotional connection and intimacy, While sex can be motivated by physical desire, curiosity, or pleasure, in a loving relationship, individuals may feel a deep sense of fulfillment and happiness in their emotional bond with their partner. While in a sexual relationship, the focus may be more on exploring physical pleasure and sensations. In today's world, it happens very often that many people confuse sex with love. This brings about the following 4 consequences. Number 1, emotional emptiness. Confusing sex with love can lead to a feeling of emotional emptiness. This can be a daunting experience for those who have confused sex with love. In such cases, sexual activity may not be accompanied by emotional attachment, leading to feelings of unsatisfaction, unfulfillment, and emotional drain. The more one engages in sexual encounters to fill the emotional void, the more one may end up feeling empty. The cycle of seeking out sexual partners as a way of finding emotional validation can become a vicious cycle that is difficult to break. Number 2, lack of genuine connection. When individuals confuse sex with love, they may prioritize physical intimacy over an emotional connection, leading to a lack of genuine connection in their relationships. This can lead to a feeling of isolation and loneliness, and an inability to form deep and meaningful relationships with others. Number 3, unfulfillment. Confusing sex with love can lead to a feeling of unfulfillment in relationships. Individuals may seek out sexual partners in an attempt to find love or validation, only to realize that physical intimacy alone is not enough to satisfy their emotional needs. This can lead to feelings of disappointment, frustration, and even depression. Number 4, difficulty in forming lasting relationships. Confusing sex with love can also make it difficult for individuals to form lasting relationships. By prioritizing physical intimacy over an emotional connection, individuals may struggle to build the trust, respect, and emotional intimacy that are necessary for a healthy and long-lasting relationship. This can lead to a pattern of short-lived relationships that lack depth and meaning. Additionally, the confusion between sex and love can even lead to harmful behaviors, such as engaging in casual sex, cheating, or entering abusive relationships. To avoid experiencing the consequences of confusing sex with love, one must develop healthy relationships based on love, and not just physical attraction. Developing healthy relationships is an essential aspect of personal growth and well-being. To build healthy relationships, it is crucial to focus on the following key factors. Building emotional connections involves being vulnerable and open with your partner, allowing ourselves to share our thoughts and feelings with them, and in turn, listening to their thoughts and feelings as well. This helps to create a sense of intimacy and closeness that can strengthen the bond between two people. It is important to remember that building emotional connections takes time and effort, and requires both parties to be willing to be open and honest with each other. Communication is also crucial in developing healthy relationships. When we communicate openly and honestly with others, we can avoid misunderstandings and work through any conflicts that may arise. This will let you know if it's a sexual kind of relationship or love. Good communication involves active listening, expressing our thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully, and being open to feedback from others. Establishing mutual respect and trust is another key aspect of healthy relationships. This involves treating your partner with kindness and consideration, respecting their boundaries and opinions, and being trustworthy and reliable. When we feel that we can rely on and trust others, it creates a sense of safety and security in the relationship, which can promote further growth and development. Confusing sex with love will be prevalent unless we overcome the cultural narrative. What do I mean? There's a prevalent cultural narrative surrounding sex and love that is a complex and ongoing process. The cultural narrative refers to the widely held beliefs and attitudes surrounding sex and love that are perpetuated through media, popular culture, and societal norms. These beliefs and attitudes can have a profound impact on our perception of ourselves and our relationships, and can often be harmful and limiting. The influence of media and culture on our perception of sex and love cannot be underestimated. The images and messages that we see in movies, TV shows, music, and advertising shape our understanding of what love and sex should look like. These portrayals often depict unrealistic, idealized versions of relationships that can leave us feeling inadequate or dissatisfied with our own experiences. Additionally, the media can perpetuate harmful stereotypes and gender roles that can be damaging to both individuals and relationships. I hope that this discussion has helped you to understand the important differences between physical attraction and emotional intimacy, and why it's so important to seek out relationships that are based on trust, respect, and a genuine connection. If you or someone you know is struggling with unhealthy relationship patterns, please know that there is help available, whether that means seeking out therapy, joining a support group, or simply talking to a trusted friend or family member. It's never too late to start making positive changes in your life. Remember, you deserve to be loved for who you are, not just for what you can offer physically. That was all for today. I hope this video helped you in every way you expected it to. What are your thoughts on social media's influence on people confusing sex with love? Do you have any personal tips or advice to share that can help someone? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on loving yourself with positive habits from the Habitude Project. Stay positive and never give up on yourself. Thank you so much for watching.